Several parliamentarians of the United National Party engaged in various programs today.
The Gajasavi membership promotion program took place in the Harispatwa Pujapiti area under the auspices of UNP parliamentarian Sajid Premadasa. Premadasa made a monetary donation to the YMBA of Harispatwa in line with the program. Minister Maithripala Sirisena says that he will end up being murdered, so they have investigated about these murders. Vimal Veerawangsa has found an economic assassin called T.B. Jasundara. I request Vimal Veerawangsa to bring to light the murderers who are attempting to murder Minister Maithripala Sirisena. Meanwhile, parliamentarian Ravi Karunanayake commenced a party membership promotion in Kuruduwatta, Gampola. Today the people are saying that although we have won the war, we haven't won the economic war. It has been 4 years since the war ended, but the people of the country cannot enjoy its benefits. The farmers in these areas are complaining, saying that they cannot sell their harvest. They say that although they were told that they will be given free fertilizer, it has not happened. When will the government develop the country with such corruption? UNP parliamentarian Karu Jayasuriya joined the party membership program in the Kirapana area. We see that there is fire inside and outside the country. The fire inside is the hunger of the people. We see through the media that parents consume poison and commit suicide because of deaths. This country is in an unfortunate situation. People who have money have everything. They have big ships and cars. They bring down Lamborghinis and have races, but the government does not understand the suffering of the poor. The United National Party held a program to enroll party members in the Ulapana, Nawalapita areas under the auspices of parliamentarian Sujiva Senasinghe.
I think රටේ ලොකු අවශ්‍යතාවයක් තියෙනවා ආණ්ඩුව වෙනස් වෙන්න ඕනි කියලා.
There is a need in the country for different government. We have a government that lacks good governance, is undemocratic and is lawless. At a time when the cost of living is high, the public is making this request from us. Each house we visited told the same thing, that it is difficult to live. If a UNP government comes to power, we would be able to transform the country into one similar to Singapore or Malaysia within a matter of 3 to 4 years, through local fiscal management and by strengthening international ties.
And it's time now for Action TV.
The process of granting foreign tours to students of the Southern Province who ace examinations such as the Grade 5 Scholarship Examination, Ordinary Level and Advanced Level Examinations commenced nearly 5 years ago under the patronage of Chief Minister of the Southern Province, who also functioned as the Southern Province Minister of Education. This process was broadened after another minister was appointed as the Minister of Education in the Southern Province. This process was aimed at developing education by motivating those involved in the education system. Under this program, opportunities were accorded to students, teachers as well as directors of various subject streams to engage in foreign tours. Students who aced examinations were selected for these foreign tours, while teachers had to fulfill 2 criteria in order to be chosen for foreign tours. One of the criteria is that a teacher who is selected for such a foreign tour cannot have obtained over 10 days of casual leave. In order to be eligible for this tour, teachers also need to be able to obtain a 100% pass rate at the competitive examinations. Once teachers fulfill these requirements, the relevant subject directors also become eligible for these foreign tours. In addition to this, members of the Provincial Educational Office and Zonal Educational Officers are also granted the opportunity to embark on these foreign tours. However, the criteria for their selection remains unclear. Incidentally, officials who had allegedly committed financial irregularities and those who are under investigation from the Audit Department also received the opportunity to embark on a tour to Malaysia last year under this program. The Southern Province Ministry of Education formulated a list of candidates who could embark on a 7-day tour of Malaysia and Singapore based on the results of the 2012 Grade 5 Scholarship Examination as well as the Ordinary Level and Advanced Level Examinations under 2 stages. The first group left the island last night. This 67-member group consists of 7 students as well as 40 principals and teachers. As the group was preparing to depart Sri Lanka, we questioned 3 members as to how they were chosen for this program. We are departing on this tour with the blessings of the Provincial Minister of Education. We believe that we will be able to have a successful tour. Incidentally, these 3 individuals are Southern Provincial Councillors of the ruling party. The Southern Province Ministry of Education provides the financial allocations for every aspect of this foreign tour, inclusive of airfare as well as food and lodging. In addition, the ministry also provides each adult group member with $1,146 as pocket money. The Southern Province Ministry of Education has been forced to spend over 430,000 rupees to accommodate these 3 provincial councillors in this program, which is aimed at encouraging individuals involved in the educational system. All the members of the ruling party in the Southern Provincial Council, with the exception of 1 individual, travelled overseas a few months ago on a similar tour to conduct a study. Provincial councillors are privy to such foreign tours on an annual basis. In such a backdrop, is it ethical for members of the Provincial Council to take away the opportunity that is granted to children of the Southern Province to engage in foreign tours? Governor of the Southern Province, this one is over to you.
The Institute of Certified Management Accountants of Sri Lanka, or CMA, celebrated their Founders' Day yesterday.
A special event was held to mark the CMA Founders' Day in Colombo. At the occasion, the founder members of the CMA, including CMA Founder President Professor Lakshman Vatawala, were felicitated. The Secretary to the Ministry of Finance and Planning, Dr. P.B. Jayasundara, was the chief guest at the occasion.
If one traditionally preoccupied with conventional indicators such as trade deficit, balance of payments, budget deficits, and other macro indicators, and tea, rubber, coconut kind of activities, we may not see the brighter opportunities that this economy is showing, not only to ourselves, but even to the global economy.
It's time now for the newspaper cartoon of the day. The American-Israel Public Affairs Committee Conference, America's pro-Israel lobby, will begin tomorrow in Washington, D.C. Johan Senrath, a Sri Lankan student studying in the U.S., has been selected to attend this prestigious conference. Incidentally, he is the first and only Sri Lankan to attend this conference. News First, Zulfik Farzan reports.
The American-Israel Public Affairs Committee Conference, known to be one of the largest pro-Israeli lobbies in the world, will begin tomorrow in Washington, D.C. and will conclude on the 5th of March. The conference will see the participation of one of the largest pro-Israeli gatherings. Johan Senrath, the first Sri Lankan to attend this conference, spoke to News First from Washington about the proceedings.
$3 billion of aid that Israel receives from the United States of America did not materialize out of thin air. In fact, it is part of the hard lobbying efforts of AIPAC, known as the American-Israeli Public Affairs Committee, which brings together pro-Israeli advocates from all across the United States of America for their annual policy conference, which is going to be held in D.C. from March 3rd to March 5th. And you can expect to see around 10,000 to 15,000 persons turn up for this event, including Benjamin Netanyahu himself, or the Israeli president, Vice President Joe Biden from the United States of America, and interestingly enough, the Canadian Foreign Minister John Baird. So you can expect some of the issues to be aired that obviously the promotion of Israeli interests will contribute to the promotion of American interests, especially in the Middle East. Another issue you will hear is, of course, on the Israeli-Palestinian issue. AIPAC believes that there should be a two-state solution. However, a strong, safe and secure Israel should reside side by side with a demilitarized Palestinian state. I think that is the most important issue, the notion of demilitarized or demilitarized Palestine state.
A disease affecting the paddy cultivation is spreading in the Dambulla area. Now this report was filed by News First Dambulla correspondent Pradeep Gunawardana.
It is questionable as to why these farmers are letting these young ones play about in these stretch of paddy fields from which they earn an income. These are paddy fields in the Aludgama area in Kalundava, Dambulla. However, these farmers have no use of this harvest they reap from those paddy fields. One sympathy for this situation is the paddy yield no harvest. Agrarian officers from Dambulla say that such a disease spread in the area many years ago. Though the national food is rice, these harvests do not feed the hunger of man, but animals. This time period is considered as very important to both farmers and consumers as the Sinhala and Tamil New Year is dawning closer. The reason is because when the stocks of harvest reach the market, the price can be controlled. Farmers charge that the agrarian officers are not attending to this disease that is spreading rapidly. This unidentified disease has already destroyed over 45 acres of paddy land located in the Paranagama, Velangolla, Vavala and Pahala areas that come under the purview of the Dambulla Agrarian Services Division. Farmers say that such diseases should be immediately attended to. Farmers say that the agrarian officers would be able to understand the gravity of the situation if they arrive and inspect it for themselves. It is indeed a sad sight to see how farmers feed cattle with their harvest that was meant for the consumption of people.
Deputy Minister of Economic Development S.M. Chandrasena addressing the media yesterday in Anuradhapura said that there is no reason for the prices of paddy to rise.
There is no reason for the price of rice to increase because rice is being produced from the paddy that was purchased for a low price in the recent past. The government decided to purchase a kilogram of Nadu rice for 32 rupees and a kilogram of Samba rice for 35 rupees. The Paddy Marketing Board is operating in accordance with this. However, a large quantity of paddy had not been purchased. The reason is because the harvest from the North Central province and the other provinces are making their way to the market now. So they have not begun to make rice from the paddy that was purchased. The middlemen and some traders are trying to rip off the consumers.